Albacore tuna is caught all over the world, but it is widely agreed that the fish caught in the Pacific Northwest Ocean is the place to go for the best quality catch. We agree, and the D&I Group is pleased to offer you an inside look at one of our newest products, Green Crane Bay Albacore Tuna. We interviewed Mark Halverson earlier and asked him a few questions about his experience fishing albacore tuna that we would like to share with you. He is a third-generation fisherman out of Olympia, Washington, who is also a member of the Seafood Producers Cooperative, the oldest fishing co-op in the U.S., and the supplier of all of our domestically caught D&I albacore tuna. Mark, can you tell us a little about yourself and what you do?
My name is Mark Halverson, and the name of my vessel is the Hans Halvar. I started in 73, 74. I fished albacore every year. I've had the Hans Halver since 1999. Well, it's a 60 foot by 20 and about 9 feet deep. Our usual albacore trip is 2-3 weeks to a month even. We're offshore anywhere from 50 miles to 250. We fish from mid-June through October. I'm director for American Fishermen's Research Foundation, and we've done several studies, archival tag studies and tag programs. And what we found out is that there seems to be a southern school of albacore and another school in the north. And they go out to sea in mid-Pacific in the winter, and then in the summer months they follow the feed into the coast. Well, the boat moves along 5 to 6 knots. They drag jigs in the water, and depending on the size of the boat determines the size of the jigs. Some drag 10, we drag 16. They're just laid out behind the boat in a fashion that you can pull them efficiently so you can keep catching them instead of untangling your lines. Most albacore fishermen use artificial bait, and they're called jigs. And here's some examples of them. Here's what they call a feather jig. It's an older style. It's got a gem for an eye, and these are newer styles called clones. They're plastic. They've got about 3 ounces of lead, and there's a hole through the middle of them that your leader goes through, about 300-pound test, and it's tied to a hook that looks like this. The hook will trail in the jig like this, and it'll slide up when the fish hits. And then to take the fish off the hook, you just put your fingers right here and go like that, or give it slack and the fish will shake the hook right out of its mouth. At times we'll take bait, live bait, anchovies to chum the lines, keep the school following the boat. Those are, at this stage of their life, juveniles, so they're anywhere from 13 pounds up to 15, 16 pounds. Well, I think the West Coast albacore's superior qualities in that it's what the fish eats. In the summer on our West Coast, it's feeding on anchovies, sardines, some small cod, and squid. And these give the fish a very high oil content, which makes it a better loin. Yes, I like sushi. I've even caught fish, and for lunch we'll loin out a fish and slice it up and have it with our wasabi and soy sauce for lunch. Well, we're what you call a blast bled boat, and once the fish have bled out, cooled, we lower them down in the hold, and then the crew goes down there and we hang them by the tail in front of blast blowers, about minus 30, where they stay hung until they're frozen. And usually the next morning, we go down and we stack the fish on the side. But we try to maintain the quality just through each step. We try to get the fish in quickly and bleed it properly, hang it timely. We just take care of it through the whole process. That's our best option for maintaining the quality.
For an eco-friendly, high-quality, reliable albacore tuna, buy Green Crane Bay Albacore today.